The real authentic truth why we think Nicki will never leave this music industry. Guys, first of all, I am tired of the old age comments being made on Nicki's name. People want to call Nicki old and that she's dried up and she should be exiled from this industry because she needs to give the young female rappers time to shine and a bunch of BS. And I feel so hurt to know that Little Kim is in this industry, Beyonce and other MCs. And whenever they perform, nobody says these things, only when Nicki performs. Is it bias? Is it hypocrisy? Is it because Nicki, she's too unique and it somehow offends and intimidates people who probably don't love themselves as much? Because I'm still trying to figure out, how is Nicki affecting anyone else's career in this music industry? Why is Nicki always being attacked? And I think I know why. The fact that Nicki isn't afraid to speak up, and she already exposed a lot of people in this industry, and she did it last year. She exposed Diddy, Jay-Z, and I think she shaded Beyonce by calling her a robot. But then she took to her social media to say, she was definitely not talking about Beyonce, but I think she was. But hey, she don't want that Beyonce hate on her name. So she trying to keep it cute. Another reason is, I think Nicki feels unappreciated, for someone who comes in this industry, built it brick by brick. Then everybody want to pay Cardi B attention, Megan Thee Stallion attention, and Nicki's like, wait, I came in and I think I made these girls' careers possible. Jay-Z don't even believe, he didn't believe in rap. First of all, Jay-Z did not believe in female rap. He did not believe in female rap. Okay, because y'all know the situation with rapper Eve. He basically told her, female rap is not a thing. Don't be shocked if your album doesn't do too well. And Nicki came in and changed the game. So Nicki's saying, all these new rap girls, and everybody's trying to drag me down and pull me down. I'm not getting off these girls' necks. I'm going to stay here. And it's so crazy to me that as a female rapper, Nicki's the only female rapper who I would say got a feature from Beyonce first. See, she's setting trends. And then here comes Megan Thee Stallion. The Feeling Myself song is one of the best features being slapped on Beyonce's name. That's the best feature since Beyonce's whole career. Go argue with yourself. The Feeling Myself song with Nicki Minaj and Beyonce is Beyonce's best feature since her whole entire career. It sadly reached to a point where people wanted to blackball Nicki Minaj. I'm talking about The Breakfast Club. Oh my God. DJ Envy and them peoples, they tried to blackball Nicki Minaj. I think Nicki had a problem with people who wanted a lot from her, but she could not receive anything from them. And I think in the music industry, females, they often have to worship men. And I think Nicki, who's such a class act, she came in and she literally changed the self-esteem of female rappers. She began a trend to call herself a queen. And she said to female rappers, never you bow down to a man because you have that power. So these things, I think, is very intimidating to men who wants full control. And there's a lot of corporate giants in the industry, and I believe her. And I think Jay-Z is one of them. I think he has his hands in a lot of females' pockets. I believed he used Rihanna. Y'all want to question why Rihanna isn't doing music? Listen, first of all, Rihanna has been away from music for years, okay? So tell me, don't y'all think it's something that actually happened? Probably she's not comfortable with her income. She thinks probably she's overworked and she's not getting much pay. Probably Jay-Z and Beyonce is taking a lot of credit and revenue from her income, because I do believe the Carters, who everyone is somewhat crazy for, probably y'all don't know the Carters that well. I think Jay-Z and Beyonce, they're so money hungry. And you don't really have an option or an opportunity to escape them. As much as Jay-Z want to pretend as if he's a saint and how much he's innocent, I think he's very close to Diddy. I'm not saying Jay-Z has been very, guilty, but I'm just saying he knows Diddy. He's very close with Diddy. Beyonce as well, because she's married to Jay-Z. What Jay-Z knows, she's gonna know. And I think they used Rihanna at a very young age. Rihanna entered that industry at the age of 17, 18. And he used her. I believe he used her. And Rihanna got to an age where she said, you know what? No more. I'm going to start doing what I love, because I wasn't happy. And I think, I don't want to fight with Jay-Z. So what I'm going to do is to casually, try to go somewhere else where I can actually benefit from all of my earnings. And she did. So she started Fenty Beauty. And so far, it has been a success. Rihanna's one of them celeb who really loves Nicki Minaj in this industry. And I think it's because, Nicki's Caribbean, Trinidadian, and Rihanna's from Barbados, Bajan. Beautiful, right? And Rihanna's someone who's still following Nicki Minaj. If you look at Beyonce, that girl is following only Jay-Z. And I think she's very fake. I think she's also behind the scheme of sabotaging Nicki's career. But whenever she's in, the public spaces, Beyonce likes to put on this fake innocent smile as if, she doesn't know anything. She isn't a part of anything, and she only stays inside. I think Beyonce gives mean girl vibes. I don't think she's a good person. And this is something that I often say. Jay-Z's just the same. He wants full precedence and control over Nicki's career because, Nicki's too powerful. And he believes a female rapper isn't supposed to be so powerful. So in order to hurt Nicki Minaj, what they often do is to give Lil' Kim standing ovation, Cardi B trophies and stuff, so Nicki could feel less valued as a person. So Nicki could give up. So I think Nicki's saying, I see what everyone is trying to do, and that makes me feel content that I'll never leave this industry, and I'll give them the same energy that they're giving me, because I'm never going to give up. And I remember Lil Wayne came out in Nicki's defense to say, she is not going anywhere. Drake said the same thing. And I know it's really hard, being one person and I have to stand up against so many giants. It's very miserable. And that really sheds light on Nicki's strengths as a woman, that she could really foresee all the drama and the stress and still remain focused to fight on every single thing that is being thrown at her. And let me just put the credit here. The Barbz, Nicki's fan pages, Nicki's fan base. Listen, they are so extraordinary loyal. Like, I've never seen such fan base who's so loyal to Nicki Minaj or to any celebrity. Rihanna has a good fan base, Beyonce, but I've never seen any fan base so loyal and strong as the Barbz. And if y'all want to talk about Cardi B, to me, Cardi B don't have no fan base, honey. Cardi B don't really have a good fan base. Those are probably bots or trolls, but I do not classify those as fan bases, because I believe fan base supports you and make you historical. Nicki's historical. She's an MC. She's #1 on Billboard as the greatest female rapper of all time, above Missy, above Queen Latifah, and above everybody else. She's #1. That speaks volume. That means she is making a lot of money. Not only that, she has a good fan base to put her at that pinnacle of success. So I love what Nicki's doing. I love that she's head on and so focused, and nobody could really drive her or kick her out of her spot. And she told so many people, nobody's gonna kick me out, and she ain't getting up off the pot. She said it so many times, and she manifested that. Nicki's always going to be successful, always going to make money. She's very smart. She knows exactly what she's doing. And I think that's why Jason Lee, Cardi B, and so many other people who dislikes Nicki Minaj, they're so unhappy because they're not winning. They're not conquering Nicki Minaj's success. So they're probably miserable. I love this for Nicki Minaj. I love that she could even, create a family. I never imagined Nicki would have a child, but I was so shocked. I was like, oh, I never pictured Nicki Minaj being pregnant because, I never saw it coming. So I'm still in shock and happiness. Like, seeing someone who you grew up on and you're like, this is your life now. So I'm very happy for Nicki Minaj. I don't think she's going anywhere soon. I think Jay-Z and Beyonce, I don't want to speak bad on them as people, but I think you doing so much dirt, it's going to come back to you. It's always going to come back to you. A lot of people been saying, Diddy, Nicki exposing Diddy, she's going to face consequences. First of all, everyone has been exposing Diddy. So why should Nicki alone face consequences? Just because Nicki talk about Kim Porter and Cassie being abused by Diddy. First of all, there's footages of Diddy beating on Cassie. So, that's no secret. And I think that isn't his first time either. I've never thought this man was a good person. Makes me really know that him and Jay-Z are super close. They're close. If you go on Google and you Google Jay-Z and Diddy, you see a lot of pictures with them together, and Beyonce. Them people, they know how to pretend so well. But Nicki is not going anywhere, and she's telling people every day by her activities, honey, as a female rapper. I know she's awaiting Cardi B to drop her album so Nicki could say, hey, boom, here's mine. Now everybody compare numbers and y'all see what I'm saying, because Cardi B has, slammed Cardi B and Megan to be using bots. Like, they're using bots. He has implied Megan and Cardi B has used bots and that their streams are not real. But listen, I'm just happy that Nicki's giving these people pressure, like she's not going anywhere. But let me know what y'all think down below in the comment section, y'all. Leave a like for this video, share if you care, and see you guys some other time. And thank you so much for always sipping with us.